Everyone I know. Welcome to Everyone I Know, the podcast where we argue about the mundane. We're here in the Troy Castle, the Troy Mansion, the Troy Palace, the Troy Castle in the sky.
We're not in the sky, dog.
We're in Troy.
It's pretty high elevation.
Yeah, we're above the Mohawk River.
This is the Hudson.
The Hudson River.
We talk shit about the Hudson River all the time.
I saw a different river this weekend because I was in Schenectady, land of the Mohawk River.
The Mohawk, which flooded where I lived once.
The Mohawk, which made Brendan's basement smell like doo-doo poo-poo feces.
That is accurate. That is exactly what happened.
Doo-doo poo-poo feces.
Thank you for joining us. I'm here with my lovely producer, Brendan.
Oh.
And my brother, 30 years old, Christopher Powers.
What's going on, guys? If you're listening, thanks for listening. This podcast of Everyone I Know, this episode of Everyone I Know, this podcast, I'm getting old. Losing my
He's
losing
losing
my
his
flow.
fucking faculties, dude.
Yeah. I'm sundowning. Is that what, is sundowning or sunsetting?
Sundowning.
Sundowning.
I mean, both are things.
Okay.
Sunsetting is when the sun sets, and then sundowning is when you go cuckoo crazy when
Yeah.
it gets late.
See? Exactly. So, if you're listening, thank you. This episode is brought to you by Audible.com. If you want a free
But
audio...
is it?
Yeah, it is. If you want a free audiobook and a 30-day trial, audible.com, audibletrial.com/EIK. Book. I'm reading. Actually, I'm back on podcast. I'm not listening to anything right now.
Yeah, fuck literature. It's all about off the cuff. It's also brought to you by the Madison Poorhouse, purveyor of fine booze and fine times and fine people.
And apparently surprise parties.
And surprise parties gotcha, bitch.
Oh, we should have videoed that reaction.
I know.
It was amazing.
It was a good time. Chris looked very uncomfortable for about 15 minutes, and then his shoulders relaxed, and then he had a good time and got very drunk.
I was most impressed with the 5-second blank stare at everybody.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, we tricked you.
If you haven't guessed yet, folks, so we have a guest, kind of a guest. We have our producer on this week. Again.
Just the fellas, just the fellas, just the fellas. Our other guest got food poisoning, we think.
We think, yeah. It's our
We have
working theory.
diagnosed her.
We diagnosed her. So, Elena, tomorrow, if you had food poisoning, tweet at EIK fellas and tell us what's up.
Was it foos poisoning?
Food poisoning.
poisoning.
Play too much
She
foosball?
was licking a foosball table.
We'll have to get you back on, Elena. More to come. More to come? I don't know.
Mordecai.
Mordecai. But yeah, so
Bad movie.
So Brendan's sliding into our DMs and taking over.
A lot of good free association
Yeah,
right
I
off
don't
the
know what's
top.
going
Just the
on.
fellas. Just the
Yeah,
fellas.
just the fellas, guys. Just loose and just going with it. Brendan, tell us about yourself.
Oh, my name's Brendan. I produce this podcast.
Wow.
Which mostly means setting everything up for 5 minutes so that the levels are right, and then sitting here and waiting for you guys to finish your podcast, and occasionally chiming in with often something that was already talked about, but I didn't realize it because I wasn't paying attention.
I like that.
And this is my house.
Yep, this is all true. Mostly your equipment as well.
Yep.
Yes, that is true. Not well. The mixer is Andy's.
I think that if we have a divorce, you can keep it for your trouble.
For my trouble.
That's the only thing keeping him here, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Take
Never
your
mind. It's
hand,
mine.
man.
Unplug it now. I'm taking it home with me. I'm going to sleep with it under my pillow. Brendan's the pod god.
The pod.
Everything else is mine. Just,
yeah.
the mixer's the only thing that's not.
So before we get into it, folks, we're going to do the Old Man Minute, which every week our father sends us. By our father, I mean me and my brother's father. That's Andy, not Brendan. Sends us an email with a recap of the previous week's topics and his little thoughts about it. Sometimes they get censored, sometimes they get through. So we'll go from there. Howdy, EIK fellas. Well, surprise! A big shout out to Julie, Olivia, Andy, Vader, Aaron, and his staff, and everyone that made Chris's 30th birthday memorable. By the way, Chris, by virtue of the way you got skunked, don't expect to be appointed to director of the CIA anytime soon.
Yeah, we fucking fooled you.
Yeah, I got had pretty hard. Onward and upward, topic 111. Old wise saying. A few of my favorites. Old age and treachery will always be youth and virtue. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than speak and remove all doubt. Both very good ones. I took out one of them. Office supplies. I have the office supplies from hell. Pens, pencils, staplers, fasteners, paper clips, etc. have remained fairly static in my 40 years. So he's an accountant, so these things don't really change. I don't think office supplies really have changed that much. in
War has
general.
changed.
Yeah, except
Oh wait, no, war
computers.
never changes.
War
never
never
mind.
They
changes.
kind of have things called computers now.
Right. They used to just have women to do all that work, and now they have
It was
computers.
just Christina Hendricks.
Computers. We still have a state-of-the-art typewriter that cost us about $2,500 35 years ago. It gets used maybe twice a year. Well, why would you use it? All right.
I've played with that typewriter. It sucks. Get a new typewriter, you fool.
Computers that took up 625 square feet were replaced by laptops. Word processors the size of dorm refrigerators replaced by Microsoft Office Suite. Voicemail replaced with pink message slips. Voicemail replaced pink message slips. Last year, however, I went back to the pink slips to save time and aggravation.
He went back to
To handwritten voicemails.
Well, I'm glad that he's making more work for other people.
No. Topic 3, Andy's new delusion. So I name all the topics.
Yes, I know you do. I see
Okay.
them.
Okay, yeah. So that was the name of that topic last week.
Yeah, I can summon him up right now.
You
He's
fucking could. You're waiting to.
There's liquids on the table. He's here.
The Drink King. What the fuck? I would be very hesitant to taste test anything that a guy that works in a lab full of chemicals and insects has to offer. Love, old man. P.S. Question. Why is marriage like a hurricane? Answer. It starts with a lot of blowing, but at the end you lose your house. But seriously, say a prayer for all those poor bastards. And the shit storm isn't over yet.
Yeah, Florence.
Yep, Florence isn't a good thing.
You know what? Just by proxy, Florence and the Machine, you're canceled too. Sorry.
We didn't decide on an order, did we?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. Without further ado, we're moving on now to topic number one.
I had to swallow my gum.
Like a professional.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable. Now I'm gonna vape.
Sweet. All right, my topic for today, last minute change because we didn't have the guest, because our topics are tailored to our guests,
So if you want to come on the podcast, you can assume that we'll bring up something that you might know something about.
or that you might not want to talk about.
Yeah, one of the two. Or both.
Or both, who knows? And what I've decided today is to talk about surprise parties. So, listeners to the show, most of them were gathered at the poorhouse this weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
And we had a little surprise party for Chris at the poorhouse. So I want to talk about the theories behind surprise parties, why surprise parties are great, why surprise parties are stressful, why surprise parties exist. Chris, do you have any opening remarks on your surprise party?
Surprise parties never asked for.
No, that's true by nature of it.
Yep. Sometimes people that get surprised, but not that I'm not. I'm very.
We know you had a good time.
I
We
had a
saw
great
you.
time. It was a great time. But no, what you're doing is you're lying to your loved ones.
Yes.
So that you can get a little look out of them.
Yep. It's
Gotcha.
It's a tricky business. You have to lie a lot.
I got lied to a whole bunch on Friday.
And think about how much we didn't tell you that we lied to you about, you know? Yeah, so you lie to them. You tell them that you're not going to have a party. You tell them you don't give a shit about their birthday.
The person says they don't want a party,
Yeah.
like my case.
Well, here's the thing. If you don't throw yourself a party, someone will throw it for you.
I had plans.
Yeah, you know, your plans sucked. Our plans were cool.
No, it was a good time.
I
Yeah.
think that I hit the sweet. Me and a bunch of other people hit the sweet spot earlier this year when we actually threw a surprise party for Elena, because we told her we were going to hang out here, and there was going to be a bunch of people here, but she just didn't know it was going to be a party for her.
Yeah.
Right.
So because we knew she would have been very upset if it was just like we tricked her into coming here, but instead it was just.
It's just bigger than you expected.
It was just slightly bigger than you expected, and it turned out to be a Mexican-themed birthday party.
That's pretty cool. Now, see, this is what they did to me. I had a plan. So my parents were going to come up early on Friday.
Yes.
And get dinner with them. Then I would meet up with my friends, go out for a couple of drinks. That was going to be it because me and Julie were going out to Vermont the next day. Wanted to get an early day. Okay. And also I didn't want to dwell on the fact that I just turned 30.
right.
So
Didn't want to face the void.
did not. The existential march of time. The existential crisis accompanied with the relentless march forward of time.
Of course.
So I on Friday I'd taken the day off, so me and Julie could get brunch and stuff and like hang out, and then she's going to work, and then we'll meet up later. I text my mother. I'm like, hey, what time are you guys getting up here? Oh, 7 o'clock. I go, no. That's gonna be well into my drinking. Mm-hmm. I want to already be out by that time.
You're right.
So just do this. Just come to my apartment. Everybody come to my apartment, and then we'll figure out from there. And my mother said, no, you can't do that. And it started a text message argument between me and my mother for about a good 3 hours.
For the listening audience at home, Chris does not like to be micromanaged.
Not at all.
Chris also has a very low threshold for thinking that he's being micromanaged.
It's extremely low.
So yeah, so we had to lie to you. One of the big things that we did was that we had so many fucking text chains that were. I had a group message with Julie and Mom. Okay. That was the main party planning.
So that's the Illuminati.
That's the Illuminati. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then we had underneath that we had the shadow government. We had the
puppet government. Really.
Right. No. Underneath that we had the deep state. Right.
Okay.
So the deep state was then Eric, Hosey, Robbie, Mike, all the people on that group chat. Okay, because I had to have them lie to you in a very specific way. Because once Chris started fucking blowing up our plans and deciding that he was going to cook the goddamn food and he was going to be the king in the castle, we had to figure out a way to get him to the goddamn poorhouse at 7 o'clock when we had planned, when we had made the goddamn Facebook invite. Now, this all went down about 11 o'clock in the morning when I was at work, supposed to be working, Christopher.
Well, I had taken the day off. Maybe you should have too.
So maybe I should have for your fucking birthday, you fucking prima donna.
I'm not the one that wanted to throw a fucking surprise party.
Yeah, but you wanted it. You could tell. Okay. So I then had to tell, because Eric was coming into town. Eric lives in New York City. I had to come up with a beautiful lie, and the beautiful lie was, Chris.
Eric's dad was coming up.
Because Eric's dad has a girlfriend in town.
Yep, and also Eric's sister has the same birthday as me.
Right, and she doesn't live far from here either.
Yep. All plausible things.
All plausible things.
Well, those are truths.
Yes.
You made a plausible story.
Right. So the story was that Eric was coming in to catch a drink with his dad at the poorhouse at 7:30, not 7 o'clock, because that'd be too fucking obvious. And that he would then meet you there and basically make you come to the poorhouse.
Yeah. And
then what happened?
I said, nah.
No, you said yes.
I said yes.
But you were also pissed.
I was very pissed. It's not easy to tell somebody when they're turning 30 and they're already like really stressing out about just that alone, that now any plans you have to go do something else.
Guess what? It's canceled.
Yeah, it's done.
Guess up, we got plans. We got plans for you, and they involve you, so be there. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, it was a good time. So, Brent, have you had any experience other than with Elena's party? Have you been on the receiving end of a surprise party?
You ever be
Not
surprised?
That I can remember. No, I mean maybe when I was a kid, but I don't really remember it that well.
Well,
no.
guess what? Here they come. Oh, it's all the members of Smash Mouth.
I will say the best part about your surprise party, besides the dumb look on your face when we yelled at you, was getting to have Utica pie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tomato pie.
And the grape leaves.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, it was delicious, and it was Nicole's first time ever having it.
Very
So
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little Utica smorgasbord.
She was very impressed.
We had.
very good.
Did you guys try Half Moon cookies?
Of course, I love Half Moon cookies.
Did you try them, Nicole?
She doesn't like Half Moon cookies.
Oh, it wasn't bad. Okay.
She had one little bite of mine, but she's generally not a fan.
Listen,
Although
I'm not a big
I prefer
sweet
my
eater.
Half Moon cookies, not with the chocolate cookie part.
You like just the white part?
I like I like the
the vanilla cookie.
The vanilla cookie.
Oh, we had those too.
Oh
Those
yeah,
are
the
there.
one I got was chocolate.
But
it was a fun night. It was also Nicole's 30th birthday.
Yes, it
too.
was.
And what she wanted to do for her birthday was go to Chris's 30th birthday party.
And specifically not have a surprise party thrown for her.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of a brilliant deflection.
Yeah.
You can't have a surprise party for me. We're going to somebody else's surprise party. Now I understand the strategy that was behind this whole thing.
Yep. Okay, so here's another thing. Do you want to talk about the top tier guilt beautiful move that I pulled on you in our private text messages? Do you remember what I said to you?
Oh, I can't remember exactly. Something to the effect of, all right, Chris, stop being an asshole.
No, it's not what I said.
It's not what you said, but in so many words.
What I said
we'll
to
do,
you...
We'll do this cookout next weekend or
yes,
something
exactly.
like that. Yeah.
So what I said to you was... Let's see, it wasn't too far ago. I said, Hey, did you see what Eric put up on Slack? He said, yeah, Jesus Christ. I said, we might as well go over there. Mom and Dad will probably be gone at 9. We can do whatever afterward. We can do the cookout next weekend with the friends. Sorry, man. I know it feels like you're getting your life planned for you. And then the next message is, I should have planned a real party for you rather than what we're doing here, which is all day of. So, just want to say I'm like the master of deception. Like I could be lying to you right now. Like maybe the fucking pizza man's real. Maybe Drink King actually does live inside me. You know, you guys just don't know. Like I could be lying to your face right now. Maybe I'm not your brother. You ever think about that?
That's a good point.
Did you see me get born?
I did not.
Would you even have remembered it?
I was too young.
Too young? Yeah. Too dumb. Not paying attention. Got to be on your fucking toes.
It's just surprise parties in general are a little bit masochistic.
Yeah,
sadistic rather.
Oh, did you? Oh, you probably did. Julie didn't happen to show you the text messages from.
Oh,
Mom?
she told me. She's egging her on. Like Julie, Julie wanted to give up and just tell me.
Oh, Julie was gonna crack like a goddamn egg. Oh my god,
she was done.
She's like, do I tell him he's gonna buy food? He's gonna do Alfredo. He's making sausage and peppers.
Yeah, I was gonna make Alfredo for our mother because she likes that.
Oh well, how considerate of you. And sausage and peppers for our father and for you.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So Mom just kept being like, "Oh no, keep going. The best part is the madder they get, the better the party is." I was like, "Mom, you got to get him to the fucking party." One of the other things. So I've had 2 surprise parties thrown for me in my lifetime.
One had the horse pinata.
One had a horse pinata. Yep. That's true. That was over at Mish's house.
Yep.
My reaction, if you remember, to that party was not great.
Nah, you weren't happy.
It's not that I wasn't happy. I was just dead on the inside. I was having a lot of emotional problems at that time.
Yeah.
So it was very hard to react to a surprise party.
It's overfucking-whelming.
It's very overwhelming.
Yeah.
And you have to fix your face immediately.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's hard. The other time I had a surprise party thrown for me was when I first came to Albany. All the people, when everybody lived at Yates Street, what they did was I did the thing where it's like, yeah, we'll just keep it chill this year, man. Like nothing crazy. We'll just hang out at the house. And then all my friends from Oneonta were there, and like Jason was there. And it was the idea of you take a small party, you make it big. Mm-hmm. That's I think is the ideal surprise party because no one's feelings get hurt.
Do you remember my 13th birthday surprise party?
You're gonna have to enlighten me about that.
Well, so there was a surprise party when I turned 13. Mm-hmm. I just remember it because you gave up the goat and I beat it out of you. Then I was having a surprise party.
How did that work out? What exactly happened? Did you actually beat me?
No, I probably hit you once.
Sweet.
But no, it was like I can't remember what it was. Like I'm like, Andy, I'm having a party, aren't I? And you're like, no. I'm like, I'm having a party, aren't I? No. And I just kept on egging you on, and then I said, I already know about it, dude. You're like, oh yeah, Mom just wanted to tell you. I'm like, you told me.
I do have a good party story.
Okay.
Not a surprise party. I was probably 19 or 20, and my parents had told me that I could have a party at the house, like at night. I still live with my parents. Mm-hmm. And they said I could invite, I think it was 40 people. So you can invite 40 people. We had a very big yard. Like we lived way out in the country.
That's a good amount of people.
We had like a huge porch, and it was supposed to be nobody's going in the house except to use the bathroom.
Right.
Stay outside. Cool. You could have like 40 people. I mean, we had a really big yard.
Yeah.
We had a pool and everything. So, I was like, okay, sweet. So I invited about 40 people, and like 30 showed up.
Okay.
So I told a couple of people. Now, mind you, my parents were not gone. My parents were home.
You got Aaron Carter, didn't you?
Yes. No, my parents were. They stayed in. They were just like, we're just gonna hang out in the bedroom.
Right.
We're gonna just be in there.
Uh-huh.
So around like 8, I realized we're only gonna have about like 25, 30 people. I tell a couple people, yeah, if you want to invite a couple other people, fine. That was an error.
How old were you at the time?
19, 20.
Oh, okay. So yeah, people got friends and cell phones and shit.
So about 90 people ended up showing up.
Hell yeah. That's like how Woodstock started.
The street was blocked.
Project X.
We had a lot of underage drinking going on. There were so many fucking people in my yard, and my parents never woke up.
Oh, very cool.
It's like Cat in the Hat, though. At the end of it, you got to pick everything up.
Put it back together.
That's what it was like.
Back.
But I mean, it was out in the yard. What are you going to do? He's got to pick up some beer cans.
That's fantastic. That
I don't
sounds
know
like a
how
great
that,
party.
I don't know how that happened.
What was the occasion? Just cuz?
I think it was for my birthday.
Nice.
As I recall. Yeah.
19 years young, you can drink in Canada.
That's true. Be able to drink in the United States at that age.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's plan the best surprise party. Now,
Smash Mouth shows up.
okay, obviously Smash Mouth is going to show up, but how do we get there?
Okay, so we have a surprise party for Smash Mouth.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
I don't think having Smash Mouth is the best though.
You don't think
Because
it is?
it's got to be. It should be somebody who can play a song that kicks in and surprises you. And Smash Mouth doesn't have any songs like that.
What are you talking about?
What do
This somebody once.
No, because there's a big intro to that song. You're gonna be like, oh, what's that? And then you're gonna notice what you need is bare naked ladies.
Oh,
Because then there's it's Ben, and boom, you're in a surprise
It's
party.
been.
So there's two ways. Okay, so I get it. Yeah, there's a lead into that song, but like once you hear that song, like, oh, it's just a regular fucking song, and then just like fucking 2 minutes later, you like, is that? Am I hearing Smash Mouth right now? And you turn around and you see Guy Fieri, and you're like, they're here,
That's what it is. It's going to be Guy Fieri's birthday party.
and we get Smash Mouth,
And
to
we
show
get
up.
Smash Mouth to show
And
up
the guy
to
from-
prove once and for all.
and the guy from ICP.
Yes.
because
Okay.
that's
Here's-
another theory that the guy from ICP is also
Which guy from ICP?
Shaggy Two Dope or whatever.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see if you knew the name.
The portly filler.
The
Sorry.
portly feller.
the one that's the same size as
The one that looks like Guy Fieri. Okay, here's the thing, guys. I love this idea, and I'll tell you why I love this idea, because if either it's a great surprise party and all three of them are there, or it's the final time that we realize that only two of them show up, or only one of them show up, and we find out who's fucking who.
And the next thing you know, it's fucking Mrs. Doubtfire. And he's
And
going
yes,
back to the
yes,
bathroom to
yes.
fucking switch out the fucking clown makeup. And he comes out and only one fucking tip's frosted. Like, oh, what's that there?
Wait, I think all of them have frosted
Yeah,
tips.
I'm pretty sure they all have frosted
I
tips.
feel like the guy from Smash Mouth doesn't have them, but like if he showed up with like
He's got frosted tips.
just be like, oh, sorry, ease of access. I just
He's
got him today.
If he doesn't have him on his head, he has him on his soul.
Oh yeah, his fucking.
In fact, I would go as far as to say that guy is Frosted Tips personified.
Yeah.
No, I mean the guy from Smash Mouth. If he was in the Harry Potter universe, what's the name of that animal form thing that they have? The Patronus, or
Yeah,
what?
Patronus.
Yeah, his Patronus would just be fucking. It would be just
Guy Fieri.
It'd be Guy Fieri, or it would just be a floating head with the like shower cap thing that they pull the tips through.
Oh, yeah,
It
dude.
would literally just be Three Wolf Moon. That would be his Patronus.
Oh, no, that's what they turn into. They get together and turn into a fucking
It would be
t-shirt.
Three Wolf Moon, but they all have frosted tips.
I love this. Okay, so Guy Fieri's birthday party.
Yep.
It's Smash Mouth opening for ICP or ICP opening for Smash Mouth.
They're playing a collab, right, to start off.
No, they are both opening for Sammy Hagar.
Oh fuck yeah!
Guy Fieri's spinning the fucking frying pan, man.
Yep.
Making those cheddar logs.
And the whole point is that he has. Okay, so let's say I don't know how old he is. Do you guys have an educated guess? Like 50? 50?
I'm saying anywhere between 25 and 72.
Okay, let's say it's either his 50th or his 60th birthday party.
Okay.
Okay. And he
It's
has
his 73rd. No, it's his 62nd birthday.
He has to eat a 50-inch sub or a 60-inch sub. And that's the day we kill Guy Fieri. and the sub will be mostly mayonnaise and
Oh, God.
anything.
A lot. There's going to be a lot of cheese on that.
Oh, it's gonna be mostly cheese. Like it's gonna be mostly cheese, mostly mayonnaise, mostly meat, mostly peppers,
Mostly deep fried, too.
mostly deep fried. I think that it's gonna be an improper fraction of sub. Like it's gonna be spilling out into the greater metro area.
Just a quick Sammy Hagar note, since I thought of it. I literally do not go to Guitar Center because there's a picture of Sammy Hagar wearing sandals in front of it. And
Wait, what?
I will not go into your store if I have to see Sammy Hagar's feet.
Why do they have his feet in the shot?
It looks like he showed up for the photo shoot that way,
But, like-
and they kept it.
But my question is, does he play guitar with his feet? Why do they need to see a full body? Like,
Just in case you got to get some foot tunes going.
There's no excuse for Sammy Hagar's feet.
I
I
mean,
mean, there's barely an excuse for Sammy Hagar.
honestly, you ever hear about people who have Sammy Hagar disease? They can't drive 55. It's a real problem on the highways. They're making trouble. They're weaving in and out of lanes. Speed, the movie, saved by a man who had Sammy Hagar's disease. He kept that bus over 55 miles.
You're just
an
not
hour.
going to give up on this bit, are you?
I love it. I just fucking love it. I can't drown 55. Oh, okay. Bringing it back to Chris's surprise party. Did you remember what Aaron said to you when you first got surprised? Everybody was upstairs at the poorhouse. Chris was downstairs at the poorhouse. Chris just walked in. "Burp, burp, burp. I'm order a drink. My birthday. I'm not quite as grumpy because Andy cheered me up on the way over. We mostly talked about bad experiences we had with customer service." So Chris comes in and starts ordering a drink. Everybody yells surprise. Aaron at the other side of the bar just looks at me and goes, "You look like a fool." Look at you. You look like a fool.
Jesus Christ. One good thing came out, well, not the only good thing, obviously, but one of the better things is that picture of me vaping with the hat on.
Hell yeah, you look very good.
That's a very nice picture of me.
Olivia, I gave you my sunglasses because I walked over with sunglasses on, and I gave you the sunglasses to wear, and it just completely changed your character, and you just became 100% Smash Mouth vape boy. Yeah, and like, I think that it was a solid thing. Olivia kept being like, "Get those glasses back! Like, don't let him break them. Don't let him steal them."
Oh, I was stealing those glasses.
I know you were, but then we got them from you because you were drunk and vulnerable. All right, guys. I just want to say happy birthday to my brother.
Thank you.
I'm glad you turned 30.
Yeah.
Congratulations on 30 years of excellence from us to you.
Thank you to everybody that came to the party. It was
Yes.
fun.
Thank you to the Madison Poorhouse. If you want a free pint from the Madison Poorhouse, you can use the hashtag surprise party to get a free pint from us, the EIK fellas. Without further ado, we're moving on now to topic number two.
Do you practice that at home?
No.
I don't believe you.
I don't. I've used to. I do it a lot now. I don't think it's very good, so I'm glad that you think I practice.
No, I just think
it's
I could
better
see
all
you
the
just
time.
like doing it all the time.
Oh, I used to do it with Olivia in the room. Like I would like practice with the vocoder and stuff, and I would just sit there and just go, okay, and she can't hear what's going on in the headphones. But for me, it was a good time. I was intoxicated on marijuana.
On a jazz cigarette.
All right, you're eating into my topic.
Yeah,
here.
sorry.
So my topic, which I had to come up with at the last minute, was inspired by something in this room. Nicole, will you please stand up? Just come here.
Here she comes, Miss.
The question is,
America. Oh hell
which
yeah!
Harrison Ford is the best Harrison Ford?
Okay.
For those
Ooh,
who
I have-
are
okay.
listening and not in the room right now, Nicole is wearing a shirt that has 3 incarnations of Harrison Ford on it. It has his 3 best incarnations. None of the other ones matter. It is
Lord.
Han Solo, Indiana Jones, and Deckard.
Yep.
Decker, yeah.
So I have Nicole's gonna jump in here because we need her input because she has a borderline unhealthy obsession with Harrison Ford. Hence the shirt.
It's completely healthy.
It's not like I know where he lives.
But if you did,
Why would you do that, Brendan? You messed it up.
I didn't do it. Chris
I
did
done it. Sorry. Okay, we're
built the
all
thing.
here.
yeah, okay.
All right. Harrison Ford, Silver Fox, Daddy to the world.
Yep.
I would go so far to say Zaddy of
Sure,
America.
I just heard about this term zaddy.
It's a sexy dad, not necessarily a man with children. Just dad's
Zaddy?
Zaddy.
Zaddy.
Zaddy with a Z?
Yep. You might say.
Where does the Z come from?
I don't know.
I don't
the,
know
The
either.
young kids are doing it. Maybe it comes from Jewel Pods, or maybe
How
it's
does that come from Jewel Pod?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's the formation your body makes when you make a dab is a Z, and that's what's cool in the streets these days.
So we got 3 Harrison Fords to choose from here.
It's easy.
You think it's easy?
I know.
All
I
right,
think it's
then
easy
fucking
to
lay it on
call
the
it easy.
table. I think. What? Okay. What do you say then,
Decker.
Decker?
Oh, yeah. So
my
you're going for
favorite.
a controversial pick then.
I think
wouldn't
it's
say-
controversial. That's one of his best fucking roles he's ever had.
I think that.
Okay, but
twice too, motherfucker.
I haven't seen it yet. All right.
You haven't
Oh,
seen
2049 is
so
good.
I've heard it's
good.
amazing.
It's dope.
It's so good. If you
But-
don't know, we're talking about Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Decker from Blade Runner.
Yeah, so let's just briefly go over these real quick. I'm just gonna go down the line. So we got Han Solo.
Yes.
Classic.
Classic bad boy. he wears a vest. He's got a little bit of chest showing. Not bad. Not bad.
The roguish smuggler, an archetype for the ages.
Right.
That has been popular ever since. You wouldn't have Firefly without Han Solo.
Yep.
You can't go wrong with it. It's a great character. But you got Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
He's a little funnier, a little bit lighter, a little flirtier.
And he hates
Actually,
snakes.
no, I take that back. No, Han Solo's he's the sex
Han
pig.
Solo is a flirt.
He's a sex pig.
Indiana Jones just like all the ladies love him
That's
You're
true.
glowing right now,
because I
Nicole.
love him so much.
Now, Indiana Jones. Now, here's the question: who's got the best phallic symbol?
We literally have a framed portrait of
Yes, it's amazing.
of Harrison Ford.
Which iteration? It's important.
Oh, it's older Harrison Ford.
Just actor,
And
man
he's
about
dressed
town.
in a Napoleonic uniform.
Very interesting. Okay.
It's pretty great.
Now-
So Indiana Jones, though, a little more. He's got that dichotomy, the bookishness and
yeah.
the adventurer.
He's a little
yeah.
bit. He's not as much of a rogue as Solo is because he's going out there to go steal
It belongs in a
artifacts.
museum.
He's stealing artifacts from a culture that he's not a part of.
No, he's
to
going
bring
out
it back.
to fix everything.
He's
yeah.
going out to fix everything to stop some Nazis from doing exactly what he does anyway. Never mind. Archaeology is problematic.
A lot of archaeologists have actually gotten interested in archaeology because of Indiana Jones.
Right.
And he was based off a real person. I don't remember who
Really?
that person was.
I didn't know
but
that.
Oh, I did not know that either.
Yeah, he is based off a real person.
And that's funny because, in that same vein, I have since become a Blade Runner since I saw him as reprise his role as Deckard.
Have you seen the original Blade Runner?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I
Okay,
saw it
just
at
making sure.
Madison Theater before they closed it down.
So, I mean, and then you got Decker.
Deckard, I mean,
I think it's one of the best sci-fi characters fucking ever.
yeah.
I
Okay, here's my question. Is Deckard a robot? Is Deckard a robot?
yes,
I think that's settled.
yes, it's been settled.
Okay, then is that a plus or a minus for you? Are you
It's
trying
a
to
fucking plus. He's
You're
a
trying
robot.
to bed down with a robot.
The parts work, bruh.
I mean,
What about this Harrison Ford?
who is that?
That's just Harrison.
That's just
Ford.
Harrison Ford. I heard that Harrison
Absolutely.
Ford used to do some crazy shit. Like he smokes a bunch of weed, right? That's his
Yeah,
thing.
there was like the one story where he had a pot full
Yes.
of like weed smoke because he had run out of papers or something like that on the set of one of the Star Wars. So he just baked off weed inside of a pot and just held it, and then was just periodically opening it up in the back of like a ride he was getting
Yes.
set,
Yep.
and just like smoking the weed that way.
So let's do a couple of like pro cons on these characters,
Okay,
or like
okay.
plus and minuses. Han Solo. So plus, he's in Empire Strikes Back,
Okay.
which is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yep.
So what's a minus for Han
He's
Solo?
gonna cheat on you.
Oh, he's
Oh,
gonna
there
cheat
you
on
go.
you so hard. You don't get together with a Han Solo if
but-
you expect monogamy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
He always comes
That's
in at the last
point.
moment, and if sometimes that'll just get you killed. He's gonna be a little late.
It's true.
That's true.
You really can't depend on him, but you can. But you
But
can't.
you can't.
Probably has lice from hanging out with Chewbacca.
Yeah.
That's-
He's got some
That's
weird.
rude.
He's got some weird venereal disease.
Oh yeah, he got
Oh,
it
yeah.
from like a bleak blork on fucking planet Xenu.
What I'm saying is, he gets around.
All right, so Han Solo fucks
So
aliens.
that
That's
would
what
make
we're
him a really
establishing
good
here.
lover, maybe. Like,
That's true, he
'cause
can-
He'd really. He's,
Well, that's another plus.
He's
Cross
got, like, all the
species.
species.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which means his dick is super big. Although I
if
think that
he
with
wasn't-
all of them, it's probably the same
How about
size.
this? This is a good plus. If he wasn't there, Luke might have banged Leia.
It's a good
That's
point.
true. He's an A1 cock blocker.
Yeah. Swoop and steal your girl.
But that's the best cock block of all time. That's a cock block you want
That's
to
true.
have.
That's true. That's your homie
Cock
just looking
block
out for
of
you.
Poor writing.
So then let's go to Indiana Jones. Pluses and minuses.
He's got a whip.
Definitely
Got a whip. That's
That
a big
kinky
plus.
shit. Yep.
Minus
Doesn't like snakes.
Temple of Doom.
I don't think you
Which
can
is a-
default a
Zoom.
character
He-
just because you don't like the movie,
Was
Brendan.
It is an
Bad.
awful racist movie.
Yes, of
It
course
was
it's racist.
Bad.
Yeah, but it was
Archaeology is
based off, like,
problematic as a
old-timey movies,
thing.
and that's why.
It's really.
He was able
I
to
know,
resist.
I know.
He was able to resist someone ripping his heart out of his chest. Is that a thing?
Badass.
That's something, right? That means that he cares.
No, that means he doesn't have a heart. He doesn't care.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay.
But I don't think you can. I just don't think you can. You can say he's, not as good because the movie was bad. Because we're talking about the character. We're not talking. He wasn't a racist.
Plus,
In the
fights
movie.
Nazis.
Kills Nazis. Melts Nazis sometimes. Tells Nazis not to open the box. They open the box. They get melted.
What's in the box?
Here's what I have to say about Mr. Jones. He could never date Britney Spears because he does not like snakes. Does anyone ever think about that?
What does Britney Spears have to do with snakes?
She had a big,
She had a snake in
big
that one.
snake in the
I'm
late.
a slave.
Yeah, the
for
VMA
you. Is that the
awards.
one?
Yep, big yellow snake. Good,
Here's
good
a-
job, Chris.
Here's a big minus on Indiana Jones, though. He's got what I'm going to call Scully disorder,
It's got Scully disorder, where he doesn't believe
where
shit.
he sees things that are obviously insane and fantastical, and just continues to not believe those things are real.
Ooh, here's the thing about Indiana Jones. Probably can't have kids. Well, at this point, probably Harrison Ford shouldn't have kids. So Harrison, if you're listening, don't. But he got irradiated in the Indiana Jones movie, in the fourth one,
No,
the
'cause
Crystal Skull.
He was in the refrigerator.
I'm
and
sorry.
It was lined with lead.
Listen,
so
I'm sorry,
that
but
was
no.
a terrible
I-
movie.
I reject it.
I reject that movie.
Him and Shia
entirely.
LaBeouf are both dead. Right? That was who was in it?
Yeah, it was Shia
Mr.
LaBeouf.
LaBeouf?
Yeah, they're doing another one though,
Yeah,
but
that's,
Shia LaBeouf is not going to be in it.
and George Lucas has nothing to do with it, so he can't ruin everything with CGI.
George Lucas.
They CGI'd
shitty
like a
director.
military, like air base. Like we don't have like empty ones laying around they couldn't have used.
So then we got plus and minus on Decker.
Okay, Decker.
He's a killing machine.
He's a robot.
He's a robot, big plus.
Big
Big,
plus.
big plus.
Big
But you can't go hiking with him. You can't go camping.
Minus, not the best part of that movie.
That's true.
The best part is that goddamn monologue.
Yeah.
Tears and Rain.
Yep, Tears in Rain. I don't know. I think he was really good.
He was definitely good, but he's a robot. You can't go camping with a robot.
Why can't you go camping with a robot?
Run
Andy?
out of juice. Run out of juice.
Portable battery.
I'm sorry. Who's going to carry the battery, Nicole?
I think
the robot.
I'm sure Elon
What
Musk will
happens
solve this
when-
problem.
Oh, I'm fucking bastard again. He didn't inhale. Did we already talk about this? I'm
don't
so
think we
mad at
did.
that. He didn't fucking inhale. He
What do you
didn't.
expect?
He didn't.
He's a square.
So
He
Nicole,
wasted Joe
can
Rogan's
you
weed. Fuck you, Joe Rogan.
Tell us where this obsession comes from.
No.
It's just innate.
I don't know. Like I was a little girl watching Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I don't know.
But that was the one. It was Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah,
Because I knew you didn't really get into Star Wars until we were together.
yeah.
So I'm going to guess your pick for this is going to be Indiana Jones.
I mean, you could always go like Jack Trainer from Working Girl.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Excuse me?
great movie.
What was the name
about-
of his character from What Lies Beneath?
Wait, what was it?
Oh, He
Fugitive.
was scary. He wanted to be a scary person.
What about? Wasn't he the president once? Air Force One.
Yeah, Air Force One. He was in The Fugitive. Don't forget about that.
That's
Yeah.
a weird. Wait,
The Fugitive's a good one.
what's the one where he like has to like go to like the Amish village and he like
Oh, that's not The Fugitive.
there's that weird scene where he's just like watching this Amish woman like take a bath and then he leaves. Or
Oh
something.
shit!
Right?
Is that that's him? He's in that?
Yeah.
Is that the piano? The piano? No.
No,
I'm thinking
that's
of
a different one.
No, I'm thinking of
That's a weird one.
What's his name? Harvey Keitel. He's in a movie that something very similar to that happens in. I think it's the piano.
The piano.
He was in
Piano or-
Cowboys
yeah.
and Aliens, guys. I'm
Cowboys
just
and
saying.
Aliens?
Yeah. He was,
Was he a space cowboy?
I don't
forgot
think
that
so.
movie existed.
I don't think he was in Space
I'm
Cowboy.
really upset you reminded me about it.
Wasn't he in American Graffiti?
He was in American
he
Graffiti.
was
I
in-
think that was his first.
He was in The Frisco Kid. Yeah, I think American Graffiti was probably his first one. Frisco Kid was 1979. Yeah,
So we got
73.
the plus and minus for Decker is he's a robot and he's a robot.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I have some negatives against him. He's a robot. He shoots robots. He shoots things and people for no reason. He kind of made that lady fuck him in that scene. That's a little weird. That doesn't age well. It was cool back in the 70s, 80s. That was like romance in movies, was that women don't like it, men love it. So it's going to be
Yeah.
salty. What else? I think that Decker, I think that he represents a fascist government that's, oppressing these damn robots. Okay? And I love the robots, but I can't go camping with them.
But the movie is about his realization of, of all
like
of
understanding that he's being used to do bad stuff for people of his own kind. That's the whole point of the movie, man.
But they don't say he's a robot.
Because
they don't say it.
Because you don't need to spell the plot out for people.
Tell me, show me the plug. Show me the plug.
I saw Blade Runner for the first time very recently. I only saw it like 4 years ago, maybe.
Really?
Because Nicole made me watch it, and I had not seen it. And I got to the end of that movie. I have not watched the other cuts. This was the one. This was the
standard.
Like 500 fucking cuts
No.
of the
We
movie.
watched the.
We didn't watch the one with the monologue or whatever with the narration.
They all have the monologue and the narration at the beginning. No, they don't always have all of the narration in the beginning, but they all have the monologue.
No,
the monologue.
No, sorry, I meant the narration.
We specifically watched.
We
the
watched
one
the
with...
director's cut that doesn't have the narration.
Okay.
But I watched that movie at the end. I was like, why is this a debate? This guy's obvious. Like,
well, the original theatrical cut left it a little bit more up.
Yeah,
up in
at the
air.
end of that, he just kills the guy, and then he just goes away, and then the guy gives him the little crane, and he's like, "You're probably a robot, though, right?"
Yeah.
well, let's see who everybody's pick here is going to be. Nicole, which is the best Harrison Ford?
That picture I just pulled up. That's the best Harrison Ford.
I mean, it's got to be if I have to have these three to pick from, it's got to be Indiana Jones because it's like where my
What about The Witness? That was the name of the movie you're looking
that's
for.
the one where he's watching her.
Oh
just
yeah,
undress.
The Witness.
It's weird. She's like, "Yeah, watch me."
All right, Chris, you're sticking with Decker.
So
Yeah, I'm
strange.
sticking with Decker.
I don't know. I do like Decker. I'm not gonna say it.
It's because he's a great fucking character.
He's not unlikable, but
He's not unlikable.
Indiana Jones has like also he's in the middle of these three. So,
That's true.
But he's multifaceted. He's got he's a nerd. He's smart. He's also a badass. He's not
true.
afraid to take risks, but he's also not afraid to be afraid of something.
Right, very much like
Look
me.
at- I'm leaning
right?
more towards The Witness here. I'm looking at more pictures. Look at that.
I mean, it's Harrison
Look at that
Ford.
boy.
He's sexy and everything.
Yeah, you can't take it away. Like, here's the things that are constant. If we're talking about this in a scientific sense, there are certain things that are controlled.
Look at him.
Things that are controlled. Abs, controlled. Dick size, controlled. Same man. Okay? General, like bank account probably grows over the years, right? But like, I think it character-wise, I don't know. I mean, I do identify with Jones now that I think about it. He's an academic like me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Andy.
He's strong like me. he killed a man. This guy tried to sword fight me once. I shot him dead because I had dysentery or something behind the scenes. I think I got to go with Jones. I think I'm going to go with Jones. Mr. Jones.
Good
Dr.
choice.
Jones. Dr. Jones.
Yeah.
Have some respect. Mm-hmm. So you're going with The Witness?
Yeah, I switched it up. I'm going to go with The Witness now.
All right. What are you, Brendan?
I'm gonna go with Han Solo.
Han Solo.
Yeah, Han
I gotta
Solo's
go.
good,
I gotta go with Han Solo. It's just hard not to.
Did you see Solo, the movie?
No, I did not because I like Han Solo.
Okay.
plan on it
I was
either.
figuring it.
Hey, wait,
I've heard it's very good.
It's okay.
but the marketing sucked.
Ain't bad. I don't know what those dice mean. Dice was like the main fucking focal point of the movie. I don't know.
That was the fucking whatever it's called.
I don't fucking know. They're
The
just
golden fleece or whatever, the fucking
MacGuffin. Yeah, I mean, he just had dice. They were just dice around his neck.
Did you guys know that Dan Aykroyd is in Temple of Doom?
Really?
Didn't need to know
Dan
that.
Aykroyd?
He is.
He's the Blues Brothers. He's in the background.
He's Weber. He's the guy that like walks him away from the car. I think like when he arrives for like
yeah.
He's in the movie for like 15 seconds, and it's hard to
Yeah.
tell that it's him. It's actually Dan Aykroyd.
Ooh,
Interesting.
In the first Indiana Jones, there's that what's that Spider-Man movie with the guy that's like
Alfred Molina. Yeah.
he's
Doc
in,
Ock?
he's in the first scene.
Yeah. Super young Alfred
He gets
Molina. The first
murdered.
scene that does the guy that dies.
Yeah, he gets
So
killed
we
by the
basically
spike.
all had different answers.
I agree with
That's
Nicole.
because you can't. I mean, you really. It's anything Harrison does is just great.
Have you seen What Lies Beneath?
Except
Yes.
for fly a plane. It's not that great at that.
What? Oh, yeah, he
Hey,
crashed.
he's very good at it.
Oh my god! I thought Nicole was
crashed
going to
like-
have a heart attack.
Yeah.
He's crashed like 3 times.
It's because
I've
he's
already told-
fucking... He's in the Mile High Club. He goes up there and blazes at 420. He smokes out of the cab, and he can't see out the front.
She's going to have to take a bereavement leave from work.
Yeah, I've already told my coworkers, like, no, I'm not kidding. Like, I will not come into work the day he Moves on.
Shrugs off this mortal coil.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll live forever. He'll be a cyborg like I'm gonna be.
That's what it is. That's why you got to be on
Yep.
Decker. You
Yep.
got to be on Decker. He'll
Or the
love you
witness.
forever. Or the witness, if you want to take a bath in front of him, maybe milk a goat or something.
All right, let's move on.
Without
Thanks,
further
Nicole, for
ado,
your input.
thank
You're
you for your
welcome.
input. Thank
Thank
you,
you, Nicole.
Harris. Thank you, Harrison Ford,
for
for your
existing and being amazing.
your dadliest body. Thank you.
You should come on the cast, Harrison.
The dadliest catch.
The deadliest sketch.
Without further ado, we're moving on now to topic number.
So I too had a topic prepared, and then dropped it in favor of another topic. So my topic is something that I'm known for doing with people that I live with. Probably been called out on the podcast about it before, and I want to discuss it
What is
because I'm sorry.
I love an apology topic.
I'm sorry I stole your cheese. I'm sorry
yes.
I ate your food. I'm sorry I ate your ice cream sandwiches. I really don't even like ice cream sandwiches, but I was drunk. I'm sorry. So my topic is eating your roommate's food.
Oh, I have a
Okay.
story about this.
That's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
why I did this. I know you've talked in the past.
I was
about,
just thinking, you told that like 2 weeks ago or something, but not on the podcast. After the podcast on the EIK Lounge.
Also known as my dining room.
Yes. So yeah. So I just kind of want to talk about that. I'm pretty bad sometimes when I live with people. I was good when I lived with Robbie. Did not eat Robbie's food.
It's because Robbie's a respectable man. He's
Hosey's
up and down.
food. Hosey's food was fucking pretty much
My food.
fair game. I hate that shit all the time.
Me casa is tu casa, baby.
Yeah, no. So did you guys steal roommates' foods?
I was more the type to get this food stolen from me.
An easy mark.
I always have food. You know, for those who haven't seen me in real life, I'm a rather slight man. I get very hungry all the time. I gotta have a lot of food on hand. I might have a disease. But like, yeah, I did a lot of dishes. I got a lot of food stolen from me. I was that roommate. I was the mom of the house.
I had one. So I did not have roommates for very long. Not even 3 years. I actually had roommates my whole life. That's the only time, about 3
Wow.
years. But I did not eat my roommate's food except for one thing. And that's my roommate Baird would always buy like mozzarella balls in oil. And I would sneak one of those once in a while.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
Because come on, you can't turn that down. And who's gonna notice one's gone?
Okay, so
There's a perfect butter zone.
Who's gonna notice five's gone?
there are some foods that I feel like you can get away with.
Okay.
And I have. So like people know that I've stolen their food, but they don't know the extent.
Oh dear.
So like you got cheese in a bag in the fridge.
Shredded cheese.
That's no one's counting the fucking shreds.
Say goodbye to your cheese.
Any type of condiments.
Oh, condiments, I feel like,
Condiments
unless
are
it's
fair game.
fancy dancy, like your mama made this ketchup, condiments are fair game.
How would you feel if you were walking into your kitchen and you saw me drunk pouring some barbecue sauce in my hand and eating it?
Well, I probably would have a chat with you maybe the next morning, but I would definitely shame you on the spot.
Yeah.
I'd love to make fun of you for eating condiments, you fucking psycho.
I do that a lot. I eat a lot of condiments just by themselves.
It's like fucking Edward Norton's character in Fight Club. Just straight up, he's just eating condiments.
Yeah, it's all he's got in his fridge.
Yeah.
Bread. If there's bread in my apartment, I've eaten half the loaf, and you don't
Really?
even fucking know because you're not going to be able to tell.
Bitch,
How do you
I
fucking-
know. I know how long
You're
the-
counting. You're counting your slices of bread.
I
have
count
two
the
sli-
slices
I have
because I
two
plan
slices.
out how many sandwiches I can have for the week.
Yeah. I have 2 slices in the morning for bread toast.
I literally bought a loaf of bread before you guys got here, and I counted it out that I could make 7 sandwiches with it.
Yeah, he's got 14 slices.
All right.
quick math.
Am
for
I
you.
going to go right into the story here?
Please do.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had 2 roommates, Carl and Baird. And all Baird did at this point in his life was play World of Warcraft. And all Carl did at this point in life was make me miserable.
Very cool.
So me and
Everybody's got their lot.
we were only recently dating. And we decided to walk down to Emac and Bolio's, which is a fancy little ice cream place.
Sponsor us.
Please. And please give me
Yeah,
ice
just
cream.
send us ice cream. We don't
And
have to
but
pay
it's
us. Just give us ice
super
cream.
expensive.
Yeah.
I think it's like $10 a pint. Like it's some
Yeah,
crazy amount of
yeah.
money.
But
so
it's worth it.
We
It's
went
good food.
Yeah, we went down there and we got a pint of Cookie Monster, which is cookie dough and Oreo pieces.
Because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude.
And we get back, we have a little bit of it because you got to enjoy it because it's so goddamn expensive, and we did not have money. So this was like a week's worth of ice cream to us because we're gonna have 2 spoonfuls a day. So we're all excited. Put it in the freezer after having a few bites. Go to sleep. Wake up in the morning. Walk in. Open the freezer to get something else out. $2 comes falling out of the freezer that was on top of my Emac
Classic
thing.
move.
I was like,
move.
okay, somebody ate some of my ice cream, put $2 in here. It was almost all gone. There, like my $10 pint was down to like $1 of ice cream left, but there was $2 left in the freezer.
Unforgivable.
Carl is not home; only Barrett's home, playing World of Warcraft.
Hell yeah.
I go and knock on Barrett's door, and I'm like, I know Carl did this, but I gotta check. I gotta talk to Barrett
Due
first.
process, due
I just gotta
process.
make sure. Because if Bear did it and I said, dude, this is worth a lot more than that, he would just give me the money. So I'd be like, all right, fuck it. I go and knock on the door. Bear's like, what's up? I said, hey, man, did you eat any of my ice cream last night? Bear pushes away from the table in his chair. That motherfucker! Carl came in here at 2 a.m. and he said, is that your ice cream in the freezer? And I said, no, that's Brendan's ice cream. And don't you fucking eat it because I don't want to hear about it in the morning. And he must have fucking closed my door and walked in there and ate your ice cream. And he was more upset about it than me and Nicole were because he must have just ignored Baird.
I don't know how much I want to like bare my soul to you guys.
Yeah, I feel like you're very tiptoeing on like oh, oops, I took your insulin.
Did you put the $2 in my freezer?
Sounds like something I would have done. No, so in my mind, there are things inside of freezers that have a shelf life. And if somebody doesn't eat that within that period of time, as far as I'm concerned, well, as far as Drunk Chris is concerned, it's fair game.
Drunk Chris is judge, jury, and execution.
So I have some rules.
Okay.
It can't be unopened.
Cannot be unopened. Oh, you're saying for stealing.
For stealing.
Permission for stealing.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It cannot be unopened.
Well, that's just fucking. That's just reckless. This is reckless behavior.
Because you're leaving yourself a paper trail.
yeah,
You're just leaving yourself a paper trail.
then they're fingerprint in the bag, and then they know it's you.
Yeah. And also, if it's only been, like, so leftovers, somebody's leftovers, that's got a week shelf life. Because after a week, you're going to throw it out anyways.
Oh,
And I'm going to take care of that for you.
Yeah.
After a week, it's gone.
If you get it on Monday, if it's not gone by the weekend,
I'll give them the weekend.
you give them the weekend.
You don't know. You go have a couple drinks. You remember that you had that half a burger.
That's true. That spongy, weird burger. It's all come to the same
I
texture.
think there's a little bit of a catch-22 here because if you're eating it, it means it hasn't gone bad yet.
Now that is not necessarily
That's not necessarily accurate.
You have to understand,
in order for your logic to work, you have to wait until it has turned.
Yes. Chris's gut flora has evolved to allow him to eat near toxic amounts of cheese,
Cheese is the big one.
of mildew and mold.
So, all right. So, an aside to cheese.
Free cheese.
Depending on cheese, the price of cheese is a no-no as well. If it's expensive cheese, I won't touch it. It's not my place unless it's been there for a couple of weeks.
And then it's in God's hands.
Then Jesus Christ, who the fuck knows what's gonna happen with it. The second thing is, if it's shredded cheese, fucking fair goddamn game. I don't fucking care.
But
you shouldn't leave it. You should hide it like Julie does.
Okay, here's the question. When you steal some shredded cheese,
I get caught almost every single time.
you get caught. Okay, well, I guess this question doesn't really matter. But my question is, are you going for one handful or more than one handful?
It starts with a pinch.
It starts
with a pinch.
just to wet the whistle.
You're like, whoa, no one got me.
First of all, just something has to be said. Pre-shredded cheese is unacceptable.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I don't buy it.
Pre-shredded cheese, absolutely unacceptable.
The problem is you're not going to get out your grater and shred up a block because if you shred it up, then it's going to turn into fucking mush. That's why the pre-shredded cheese actually has like some like potato shit on it, so
dust
it doesn't like congeal together.
Yeah, but that's also why it doesn't melt right.
Yeah, no, that's why
And
you just
when
eat
it,
it
it's
with your
just-
fucking
it's got
with
that
your hands.
dustiness on it.
Yeah.
I love that dust.
No, man, just get out a shredder, man. Shred it up.
Yeah, well,
Listen, the
you
tips
don't-
of my fingers are too valuable to
Yeah,
me.
it's
I'm a
not-
scientist. I work with my hands.
I want to tell you how I get caught though.
Well, do tell.
cheese is shredded, and there's particles. And many a time,
There's a breadcrumb trail right back to Chris's hovel in his bedroom.
Hosey's come knocking on my door, being like, "Powers, you eat my fucking cheese last night?" No, I didn't, bro.
Nah, dog.
It's like, I see the trail of cheddar from the fucking fridge to your room. You fucking planted it. You're trying to
Drunk
get buy
Hansel
more
and
cheese.
Gretel.
There was one time that he came into my room accusing me of stealing cheese, and I said, where's the fucking evidence, sir? You have none, because I cleaned up after myself the night before. And then he's like, well, what's that? And he pointed at a shot glass that was next to my fucking desk that had the remnants of melted cheese inside of it, because what I had done.
The old-fashioned
Cup of cheese.
historians of the podcast will know that this came up early on the cast.
Yeah.
Chris cemented his character as a cheese thief. Chris, I can't. I don't know how to tell you this, but you're a cartoon mouse. Like, you live in someone's house and you eat their cheese.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you're not quite a rat. Maybe you are Ratatouille. Are you Ratatouille? Are you
Sometimes I
Remy the
cook.
rat? You cook well?
Yeah.
You cook well? Do you live inside a Frenchman's hat?
Sometimes.
There's time for that. You're only 30. There's plenty of time left.
I don't know, man. I've been in your corner of the house that you're allowed to decorate, and it doesn't look like a Frenchman's hat to me.
No. Looks like, I don't know.
It's just like it's like
lot
a
of monitors.
It's like your place looks like a nice place that somebody took the corner of a dorm room and put it in the middle of.
Yeah,
Hell
it's
yeah.
like an art exhibit. They're like dorm rooms circa 2011.
Like someone just took a chainsaw
What?
and just cut out the corner of a dorm room and placed airlifted it in intact with everything there.
I gotta hold on
right
to it,
down to like a monitor sitting on top of like a box or something. They're all out of whack with each other.
Yeah. Chris, why don't you just get a little placard? Then you can, register it with the Historical Society.
That's a good idea.
It's an art exhibit. Come on, baby.
Make some money there. All right. One more time I got caught.
Okay.
This time it wasn't cheese.
This time.
It was not cheese.
Did you learn your lesson on cheese, or you just wasn't feeling like it this time?
I don't think there was any cheese in the refrigerator. at
Good
the time.
point. Cheese is the top priority.
And Eric and Hosey had been talking about these fucking, These fucking mint chocolate chip ice cream sandwiches that they had gotten.
Oh,
They've been talking about these ice cream sandwiches.
Did they love them or do they hate them?
No, that they wish they had gotten this one fucking time. And all they were doing was talking about it. And finally, one of them went out and fucking bought them finally.
Right.
And they're enjoying their fucking ice cream sandwiches. And I go, hey guys, can I have some? And they go, fuck yourself, Powers. You eat our cheese. I go, okay, we'll see who gets fucking even now. I go to bed later than you guys. The next morning.
Get a little cheese, sprinkle it on the chocolate chip sandwich.
Hell yeah.
The next morning.
Make a grilled cheese out of it.
Actually, no, the next afternoon, Eric woke up probably looking forward to one of those ice cream sandwiches. They had two out of the box.
Oh, no, Chris.
The
no.
box was missing.
How many came in the box?
I think they
gotta
come
be
in
8.
I think
Yeah,
they come in 8.
it's 8 sounds
We're
right.
talking 6 sandwiches here. And first, for whatever reason, they accused me of it. And
Crazy.
my door was closed. Like, Powers, you the fuck. I go, fuck you. No, I didn't. They walk in. I had not realized that I didn't clean up my mess. There was a trail of fucking wrappers, and then one ice cream sandwich had melted on my pillow. Right next to my fucking face.
How you, Hosey, and Eric got through that
Without burning
three-bedroom
that fucking place to the
without
ground, dude.
burning it down, without dying of alcohol poisoning, without just killing each other,
Oh, no,
without
we were always-
inventing a game that would kill each other.
We never like fought. It
No,
was-
no, I'm not
but-
saying that. I'm saying poison. I'm
it's
saying
like-
treachery. like maybe Hosey, just to teach you a lesson, put some X-Lax in his shredded cheese. Oops, you're dead. He killed you. It was rat poison.
Yeah, that was a weird year.
Chris, I have to say you would be a terrible person to bring on the Oregon Trail. I've been listening to the last podcast this week. They're talking about the Donner Party and how
Dude, I'd fucking eaten all of you.
y-
And your leftovers.
it's like day 29. The cheese supplies have gone missing. We brought enough cheese to last us till near after the winter.
Young Christopher, lactose intolerant, seems to have diarrhea. Perhaps he has dysentery.
Young Christopher's bowels have been moving like this river, the Mississippi River, which we're moving across, I suppose. I don't really know a lot about history.
So I always replace the stuff though. Sometimes.
I always replace it.
Sometimes.
See, no, the reason why I never had my own cheese to eat, and same thing why I don't have peanut butter. Peanut butter is actually the blind spot. I can't touch peanut butter because if I start eating peanut butter, I won't stop.
Right.
I'll eat the whole fucking jar. And there's an entire jar of peanut butter in me and Julie's apartment. And I haven't touched it once.
Well, that
Clean and sober, 2 years.
You're a fucking changed man, Chris.
But
Mine is chips. I can't.
I can put chips down.
No.
I can
I can
those
put
down.
chips down because my mouth gets dry, start cutting my lips.
Oh no, man!
over.
You put a little lidocaine on there and put more chips in there.
Rub some Vaseline around your lips. Those won't sting no more.
So I went back in the day. For those who can't see me, I'm about 5'8", 190. I used to be 5'8", like 145.
Okay.
I was very, very, very skinny.
Okay.
And when I was skinny, I would, at like 9 o'clock at night when I lived with my parents, I would get a 2-liter of brisk iced tea,
Oofa.
a container of sour cream, and a large bag of Doritos. And I would dip the Doritos in the sour cream and eat the whole bag, half the container of
That's
sour
hating
cream,
if I've ever heard it, man.
and drink the whole brisk iced tea. Then go to the diner at 2 in the morning and get cheese fries and gravy.
Fuck yeah.
And I did not gain a goddamn pound.
It's because you were fucking challenging God to do this to you.
Yeah.
He said, "Kill me, take me now." And he said, "This is a real one. I can't fuck with him."
And
is-
I would just eat like that every day because chips, man. I can't say no to them.
You know what I had recently? We went to this Thai place called Pad Thai Noodle. Sponsor us. It's on Everett Road. Anyway,
Do hashtag Pad Thai Noodle and you get a free meal.
from Pad Thai Noodle.
just go and
go
demand
in
one.
and go in, show them the podcast, and make them listen to this section. Listen, they make great food, great massaman curry, great Pad Thai noodles. You'd assume, but also they have weird Thai Lays chips, and they had sweet chili basil, which was pretty good. Kind of just tasted like barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
And then they had squid flavored. And the squid flavor smelled like dog food, tastes like barbecue. So good. So fucking good. And I ate almost all of them in one night, and I wondered if I died. And then I looked, there was a lot of MSG in it. So, got all that monosodium glutamate.
Quick overeating. Maybe we should move on and call it a night, guys. So me and Julie went to Vermont this past week. We went out to Burlington.
You went out to the meat and cheese capital of the world.
Had a great fucking time. Place is awesome. Ever been to Burlington? Go to Burlington. It's great.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us, Burlington.
City of Burlington.
So on the way home when we left, we hit up Foam Brewery, which is a great fucking brewery. 2 beers there.
Okay.
I want to keep count.
2.
Okay. Then we left there. Went to, did we get lunch? Yes, we did. We went to this Mexican place, got lunch. So a egg enchilada.
Very cool.
Margarita.
An egg chalada.
An
Egg enchilada and a margarita.
Lots of cheese.
Very upset that you didn't get a beer, so I couldn't say cerveza. We're at 3 drinks, people.
And just keep in mind the food as well.
Yes, okay.
We left there, and then we went to Burlington Beer Company,
Okay.
which is a great place. I had 2 beers and a flight.
Okay, so that's 5 beers plus a flight. Flight, we'll call that beer and a half. 2 beers? 2
beers.
Okay, so we're at 7 beers and an enchilada.
Driving home,
Driving home.
we had to stop to get some water. Also, a big old bag of Lay's potato chips.
Very nice.
And then when we got back, I said we had a whole bunch of food left over from the party.
No.
No.
Don't
We
eat
need
it.
Taco Bell.
When you go out of town, you got to have a little slice of home.
Exactly.
Taco Bell's
Well,
going
this
to
is
be
back
the
in
same.
Albany.
Oh,
we got back to Albany.
You got back to Albany. Okay.
Taco Bell,
Taco Bell.
chicken quesarito, chicken quesadilla,
Oh.
cheese gordita crunch,
Oh.
nachos.
Yeah.
Okay. Got through most of that. Had a little bit of my cheesy chicken enchilada, or whatever the fuck, the quesarito rather.
Quesarito.
Remembered I had mint chocolate chip ice cream in the fridge. Polished off the rest of that pint.
Jesus Christ.
Tried to finish the quesarito, and then God said no.
And what happened, Chris?
I sat on my toilet from 10 o'clock on Sunday night until about 4 o'clock in the morning the next day.
Wow. You ate too much dairy, my friend.
Yes,
that
I did.
happened to me on New Year's. I ate too much cheese, and I felt
There's
like
a lot of
shit.
cheese.
There's a lot of cheese on New Year's. Here's the question I have for you. When you were sitting on your toilet from what were the times? 8 o'clock at night till 4 a.m.
Yeah, about 10 o'clock.
10 to 4.
Yep.
That's almost a shift at the factory. The other thing that I have to ask you, did you just have the bidet going at like a slow trickle and you just let it
It was the only thing centering me.
just to get blasted in the ass?
Well, because I was in so much pain, I was doubled over, so I would have to like, oh, here it comes again. Gotta get out of the bed.
Yeah.
The only way I could be comfortable is if I was curled up in my bed, struggle over to my toilet, sit on there for a couple of minutes. There, well, it's time to go. There was one point where I thought I was going to puke too. That passed pretty quick though, thankfully.
You just puked out your ass the whole
I
lot.
could make you feel a lot better by just telling you about my colonoscopy prep gone wrong.
Oh, what'd you do?
It was really bad.
Did you-
That sounds even worse because you didn't even get to enjoy stuff.
No, I just drank liquid all day. And then I took 14 doses of Miralax and like 6 doses of Dulcolax.
See, that seems like too much, Brendan.
Yeah, that seems like a little excessive.
That is what you're supposed to take.
Really?
Yes.
So where'd you go wrong?
I went wrong with, I think I drank too much liquid over the course of the day, and I think I overhydrated myself.
Yes.
Because at the end, the Miralax has to be, or is it Miralax? Is that the stuff?
Miralax,
Yeah,
yeah.
Miralax. You have to mix that in.
Uh-huh.
So in order to make the proportions right, you have to drink
a bunch more.
64 ounces of
Yeah.
Gatorade
Yep.
with the Miralax in it over the course of like 3 hours.
Yep.
And fun fact about taking that many laxatives, you lose control of your bowels.
Yeah.
So I got so sick that I started throwing up, and then I just could not leave the toilet because I had no control over my bowels.
Bet you wish you had a bidet.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I want to get one of those. And then I had to go in the morning and be like, this went very poorly. And they were like, well, to be honest, if that ever happened to you, we would want to do a colonoscopy. So we're going to do it either way.
Okay.
I was like, well, then why'd you make me do this?
And wanted
It
your,
was brutal.
want your booty hole clean as a whistle.
I will. Here's another Taco Bell thing, though. The happiest I think I have ever made somebody, even though it was inadvertent, in my whole life. I think this guy was happier than Nicole was when I proposed to her. This guy, after 9 years,
Low bar.
this guy was a vegetarian, and I had met him once before, and we talked about how much we love Taco Bell because when I was vegetarian,
Right. You can
Taco Bell's great. In having a conversation with him, I realized he's like, well, I like it because I can get this, this, and this. And I was like, you could just order anything with beans instead of meat. And this glow came on his face. He did not realize that you could order everything at Taco Bell with beans instead of meat.
Or just order it fresco. That's
And he
full
was
on
like,
veg.
he was like, my life has been changed.
Thank you. Go forth. Go forth and spread the word. All right, folks. If you're still listening to our Doo Doo Poo Poo podcast,
The Doo-Doo Poo-Poo Cast.
thank you for listening.
We appreciate it, folks. You got stuff to plug, don't you, Brendan?
I do.
Show.
Yoma is playing a show at Paulie's Hotel.
Ballies.
It is on the 27th,
27th,
which is a Thursday, but you should still come.
next Thursday.
Next
Thursday.
Thursday. It is going to be a good show. We're playing with a band called River Cult, and we're playing with another band called Grease Fire. Grease Fire is another local band. It's going to be a great show. It's our first show with vocals. We've been playing for like 6 years, and this is our first show with vocals. Maybe longer.
They go,
They don't. That's inaccurate. So
I'll be going,
cool. We're not giving you a microphone. It's gonna
don't
be,
need one, bro.
It's gonna be a good show. So if you're in the Albany area,
yeah, definitely come out.
Come to the show, you
Come to the
fucking
show.
worms. Be more assertive, Brendan. Come or we'll fucking make you come. And if you come, we'll make you come in the good way.
All right, folks. Thanks for listening. If you're listening, what's our hashtag?
Hashtag surprise party.
Hashtag
Madison
surprise
Poorhouse.
Cheese poops.
Cheese poops. You know what? Just fucking say hi. We'll give you
Yeah,
beer. We don't give
seriously.
a fuck.
All right, folks. Thanks for listening, and be nice to each other.
Be nice.
Yeti pubes.
Yeti pubes.